In this video, I will briefly describe the 3 different major types of playlists Spotify has and the purpose and function of each of these playlists. What up, is GTech. My name is GTech and I'm a hip hop artist helping other hip hop artists grow and market their brand and their music. I'm not a professional marketer. I'm just learning everything on my own while sharing the knowledge that I've learned, and also I apply the same knowledge to my music and my brand. If you enjoy the free content, feel free to like and subscribe for more content. So this will be a very basic and brief outline of these 3 different major types of playlists Spotify has. So I'm gonna begin explaining exactly what a Spotify playlist is. When I was new to uploading music to Spotify, I did not really know about Spotify playlists. So Spotify playlist is your modern digital list of songs that anybody can add. Anybody can have their own playlist. So it's like back in the day when we used to have CDs, and we used to burn CDs, and we would download music and add it to them. We would have our own playlist of songs that we enjoyed. So it's the same thing with Spotify. These playlists are the digital version, and people can have their own playlists and add their favorite music. Also for artists, it's a very playlists are very essential to artists to help them grow streams, because once their songs get added to these playlists, their streams have the potential to really grow as people are constantly following these playlists and they're streaming your music when it gets played. It is almost like the radio, and it's almost like the radio when it plays music throughout the day. It shuffles through different playlists of music and different songs. So it's almost the same thing as that. You have these different playlists on Spotify. So the bigger the playlist and the more popular of it, the better for your song when it comes to streams when it's added to these playlists. So number 1, editorial playlist. Editorial playlist is run by Spotify experts who actually work directly for Spotify as they curate different playlists and decide whether or not your song will be approved to be added to these big editorial playlists. These playlists are really big with followers that have millions of followers that follow these playlists, because it's more credible as these songs are carefully reviewed by editorial experts. So when you have a new song that you're going to release, it's highly recommended you pitch your song to editorial playlist. You can't pitch your song 48 hours or the night before your song releases. You have to pitch your song weeks before, so they have enough time to review it and to see if it gets approved. Once they approve your song, it will get added to the appropriate playlist. So if you have a hip hop song, it might get added to a hip hop playlist. Maybe you have a song that is good for the summer and it's a very upbeat dance song, then it will get curated and added to a dance hip hop playlist. But getting accepted to these playlists and accepted and approved by editorial experts is very difficult, because there's about 60,000 songs that's released every day on Spotify. So your song has to really stand out. But again, strongly recommend you pitch your song. You have nothing to lose, and some people don't get it. They'll submit 100 songs and maybe the 101st song eventually gets accepted. There's a lot of different factors that come into play when it comes to getting your song accepted, but again, just pitch it anyway. Number 2, algorithmic playlists. Algorithmic playlists are playlists that Spotify will pick up and play songs on either Discover Weekly or Release Radar. Discover Weekly is a playlist that is updated every Monday, and it is a playlist that Spotify users have access to. So every user on Spotify has access to these kind of playlists, and it is generated based on what the user likes and enjoys. So if you're using Spotify every day, Spotify will gather that data and collect what you enjoy listening to, and it will generate a playlist based on the past music that you've been listening to. Just like any platform, Spotify wants you to stay on its platform as long as possible. So it will generate what you like based on the data that it has gathered on you. So if your song is doing well and it's picking up a lot of streams, then Spotify will detect that and it'll push you into these playlists so users can discover your music. These algorithmic playlists are great for new fans to discover you. Release Radar is another type of algorithmic playlist that gets updated every Friday, which is why it is recommended to release music every Friday. Number 3, user-generated playlists. So anybody who uses Spotify can create a playlist. It is free, anybody can do it. You can simply create a playlist and add any songs that are available on Spotify, and you can add it to your playlist. So sometimes you might have a specific playlist when you're working out, or maybe you have a specific playlist when you're driving. So a lot of users will create these playlists, and they might have big followings, and they also accept submissions from other artists. So they'll accept submissions from other artists if they want their music added to these playlists. Typically you can find some of their emails found on their bio. So you can contact them, email them, and say, hey, I want my song added to your playlist. I think it's a great fit. Something to keep in mind, your song does not have a limit of how many times it can be added. It can be added as many times on different kind of playlists. So it's not restricted to just one once it's been added to a specific playlist. So those are the 3 major playlists: editorial playlist, user-generated playlist, and algorithmic playlists. So I hope you found some kind of value in this video. I hope it was informative. Maybe you learned something new. Maybe you already know about these playlists. Regardless, I really hope you enjoyed the content. Feel free to like and subscribe if you want to see more content. If there's any clarifications you need, any questions, just drop a comment. And I really appreciate you watching. I hope to see you next time, and I'm out.